In today's video, guys, I want to show you how to properly take care of your camera. And that includes cleaning your sensor, cleaning your lenses, and then some. All right, so here I am, guys. In today's example, I want to use my Sony a7 IV. It's paired with the 135 lens, so I'm going to be using this lens in order to show you guys how to properly clean your lens, and you can use it for other lenses in your gear or arsenal that you probably have. Also, I'm going to be replacing my silicone case on my camera because this is actually one of the main thing I really do appreciate with maintaining the longevity of my camera, and this is a silicone case, guys. So I will get into that. All right, so let's start with taking off everything off the camera, and that way we can get started with cleaning it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to take the lens off. So every time when I do take my lens off, guys, this is something for you guys to practice, is hold your camera facing down, then remove the lens. Then I have my cap here, so I can put this here for now, just like that. Take this off and then put this on. The reason behind that, guys, is if you hold your camera up, you have a more likelihood of debris falling down into your sensor, and that is something that you definitely don't want. Okay, so now that the lens has been removed, what I'm going to do next now is this little pin here, what I use with my my spider holster. I'm going to also remove this. Okay, so now that is off, guys. Next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove the silicone case from this camera. So firstly, I'm going to remove the eye cup here. Take that off. So once that's off now, it's much easier for me to remove the silicone case from the camera, as you can see here, guys. All right. And guys, there's a massive amount of benefit why I think it is very important for you to have some form of case if you're a photographer that works in the field, outdoors, in the elements. And it's very important when you use a silicone case, guys, it helps to protect the look of your camera and also the outside exterior, not to mention probably what is inside as well. And if you can look at my camera now, I've had this camera for more than, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 years, if I'm not mistaken. But if you look at my camera, there's pretty much no nicks or anything like that on there. There's probably some dust, as you can see there. The camera is in mint condition, guys. And also at the back of the screen here, you can see that there is a protective glass on here. This particular silicone case, I think, comes with an actual screen protector as well, guys. So if you guys are interested in any of these, I'm going to be leaving links in the description below. Let's get back into the video. All right, so let's start firstly with just cleaning the camera off. So in order to do that, I have this cleaning kit. I'm going to show you guys what inside looks like right there. So you have your blower. This thing is for you to look at. It's like it has a magnifying glass. You can actually look at the sensor up close and see if there's any micro dust that you probably cleaned and did not remove. So you can probably do another cleaning again. Also, you have a little brush for the cleaning. Let's put it to the side. Let's take this out. You also have this liquid right here. I think it's alcohol. So when you spray it on, it dissipates very quickly and it doesn't leave any form of residue on the swab that you're going to be using to clean the sensor off. All right. So like I mentioned, this is an actual magnifying glass. It had some lights here, but I think the battery inside this is dead because I've had this for quite some time now, and I don't think I've actually ever used it, but I think it's a pretty good thing to use. Let's put it to the side. And also it comes with microfiber cleaning cloth. All right, let's take that out. So it comes with what, 3 of them. Let's take that out. And this is just the cover for the brush. Put it to the side, put it to the side. And these are your sensor cleaning swab. All right, as you can see there. Okay. I have 2 left. This shows you how much, well, actually I have 3 left. So you showed you how much I actually use this. And also you have these small brushes. I haven't really used this, guys. That's why you see it's still inside the plastic. I've had this for more than 2 years. And let's take this out now. And this is, let's just take it out so you guys can actually see it. Let's see. I'm not too sure whether this kit is still available because it's been a while since I've had this. Let me see what this is. So this is actually like a little brush, as you can see, just like that. And that's pretty much it inside the actual case itself. All right, so let's put these to the side for now. So what I'm going to start with, guys, is just to use the brush and just clean the outer exterior of the actual camera. I'm going to use this now. And literally, all I'm going to do is just open the screen and just kind of clean the back right here. Like so. Inside where you put your eyes right here, just clean that. I'm just removing any kind of dust that might be here. And this brush is so soft, so it gets into the crevices and corners very easily. Also, you can open the area for your memory cards and just clean out that as well. Okay, and that is looking pretty good, guys. So let's clean the front area here. All right, so that looks pretty good, guys. The next thing what I want to do now is, so if you look up here, you also have your hot shoe. That's a good area as well to kind of clean out. All right, so now I have my little blower here, and all I'm going to do is turn it on and first kind of get rid of the dust that I kind of brushed off the camera. All right, so the next thing what I want to do now, guys, is I'm going to open up the inside here where you put the lens on. You're just going to remove the cap, and then my blower, I'm just going to turn it upside down and blow it. The reason for doing this, guys, is you don't want to, when you're cleaning your sensor and there's any kind of debris and you're wiping, it can actually scratch your sensor. So if you can remove any form of excess dust within the camera, that's a good thing why the blower is here for. And also, the reason why I'm holding the camera down is that when I'm blowing, the debris is going to be blown out and it falls down. All right? Okay, you don't want to hold it up and do that. It's just going to roll around inside the camera. So hold it down. Just like that. As you can see here. Just like that. All right. So now that is pretty much done. I'll put it there for now. The next thing I'm going to do is do the same thing for the lens. I'm going to remove the back here. If you have any kind of filters or anything like that, just remove it from the front of the lens. So I have mine here. Just take that off. And then I'm just going to use the same brush again and just brush if there's any kind of dust. And if you look right here on the lens, you see some electronics right here. This is what is going to communicate with the camera. This is a good thing for you guys to also clean as well, all right? So I'm just using this for now just to remove any kind of dust that might be in the lens. All right, that looks pretty good. And guys, if you think about it, I've had this lens for about, I would say, I think I got this in 2021. So you're talking about what, 3 years? And look at the quality. I take care of my stuff because most of my lenses are always stored inside my camera bag. All right, so just keep that in mind. And once I get my lens, I always buy a filter along with the lens. So I take the lens cap off, put the filter on, and I never use the cap again. This is a magnetic cap that comes with this filter, so I don't necessarily have to worry about taking off or taking on. This is a really good thing. It just stays on there magnetically and it just easily remove it. just like that. All right, so now that we've removed all the dust, what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to now attempt to clean the sensor off. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Okay, so these swabs here, all right, what I do is I peel it from the back, from the handle section. All right, so this is the part that's going to go on the sensor, which is a good idea for having it down on this side. All right, guys, as you can see here, this is how it is. All right, so now this is my little alcohol cleaning agent, and all I'm going to do is going to open the camera up. And I don't know if you guys can actually see that, but there's a little dust spectacle right there. And all I'm going to do is just turn it over, and it's gone. All right, so it's good to just look at your sensor just like this from different angles. And it looks pretty good, but I'm just going to clean it regardless, just so you guys can actually see how it's done. All right, so what we do now is once I open here, I open it and then I slide it out. I try not to touch this, because what happens is if you touch it, there are oils from your finger that's going to go on here, and that's going to transfer to your sensor. You don't want that. All right, so all I'm going to do now is just squirt one on the side over there. Good. And that's it. So all you do now, guys, is you go from one corner, you swipe just like that, and you swipe again, and you swipe again, just like that. Good. And that is pretty much how you actually remove any kind of debris that might be on there. All right, guys, as easy as that. So once that is done now, guys, the next thing I do is I go right ahead and I close it just like that. And that is how easy it is for you to clean your actual sensor, guys. And to make sure that it's clean, I'm going to show you guys how you kind of check to see if it was cleaned properly or not. Wait a little bit, guys, and I'll show you. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the lens now, and this is where now I usually use this microfiber cloth. But I'm just going to use the microfiber cloth within this here so that you guys can actually see, you know, how it's used. All right, so I'm going to open this. All right. So as you can see, guys, it's pretty much the same as this. All right. And all I'm going to do now is going to open it up and just use it. The first part I normally clean is the back here because this goes inside the camera. And all I'm going to do is just going to wipe it very gently, guys. Just wipe it very gently. Try not to use any kind of force. Okay? And if I look at there, it's pretty much clean. No debris, nothing. So I'm going to go to the front of the lens. Just going to wipe it. Just like that. I usually wipe mine in from the corner and then to the middle. From the corner, making circular motion to the middle, just like that. All right? And if I look at the cloth, this is white and there's nothing there. So my lens is pretty clean. The exterior might be a little bit more dirty. Why? Because I'm constantly putting my hand on the actual lens. And because the reason why my glass at the front is so clean is because I always have my filter on there. All right. So once I've cleaned the back of here, I normally close it up and put it down just like that. The next thing now is I'm just going to clean the filter that I use on the daily. And it's the same thing, guys. Firstly, what I do is I use the brush, just like that. And I clean. Because the thing about it, guys, is the reason why I'm cleaning the dust first, just in case there's any small pebbles. Because yesterday I was doing an engagement shoot at the beach. So I don't want any kind of small, you know, pebbles to be on the lens, and then I go and use a microfiber cloth and use it and wipe it off, and it just scratches the filter. You don't want that, all right? So once I've done that, now remove the dust, this is when I actually use this. I could also spray it on here, just a small amount, just like that, and then I just wipe. Go to the other side and wipe. So as easy as that, guys. Just like that. All right? And if you want to check how clean it is, all you do, guys, is just hold it up to the light. And if you can actually see through it, then you know it's actually clean. And I'm literally can see right through. You can see how clean that is, guys. So once I've cleaned it, I always do just one more thing, just kind of blow it off. Because those particles is always floating around. So once that's done, I'll also do the same thing here. Then I would screw on back the filter on the front. Just like that. And then I would also do the same thing with the cover. Just kind of clean it out. I can also use this. Just like that. Boom. And the glass elements has been cleaned. The next thing what I normally do now, I usually use an older microfiber cloth for this part here now. What I do is I go ahead and I spray the actual cloth itself. This is me personally doing this, guys. This is what I do. And I will just wipe down my lens. Just like that. Gives a nice clean. I'll also wipe off the front element of the cap. And also the cap on the back. I'll also, if you can see right here, I'll move this to the one side, use the brush. You move to the other side, use the brush. Just to remove any kind of debris that might be there, all right? And I think that looks good. And the same goes here as well. As you can see, I'll remove this. Slide it one side, slide it one side, slide this other side, clean it, good. All right, so now that is clean, I put this down. The exterior of the camera, I kind of do the same thing. I'll go, give it a little spray. And all I do is just kind of wipe it down. Because if you think about it, guys, you want to take as much care of your camera, especially if you're someone that works outdoor, guys. I think it's a good practice to have, just cleaning your camera whenever you do get a chance. I have 3 weddings this weekend, guys. So I oftentimes try to clean my lenses and just make sure everything is good, my batteries are charged, just prepare myself for the actual weekend that is coming up, all right? So once that is done now, I'll also clean the top of the hot shoe, just like that. And the little glass right here, eye cup right here, I also clean that as well. So all I'm gonna do, firstly, get the brush, and just kind of dust out any kind of debris that might be there. And then I use the same cloth. It's still a little bit damp, guys. So all I'm going to do is turn to the other side and just wipe down the inside of the eye cup. Good. And I can just look through it. I'll open the camera and just look through and see. All right. Good. All right, so that's looking good from a visual standpoint, guys. The next thing now is to clean off the glass here. But like I mentioned to you guys, is with this silicone case, it actually comes with a glass filter that goes over the screen to protect it. All right, so I always wipe it down like so. Even though this is just a class fit, I'm just actually showing you guys how it's done. And if you look at that, it's pretty clean. All right, so now that we have done all of that now, guys, all I'm going to do is just kind of move these to the side. Just kind of tidy up just a little bit. All right, so now that I've actually cleaned the desk a little bit, what I'm going to do now is I want to apply the silicone onto the camera for you guys to see. All right, so I will put the camera here. I'll show you guys the camera once more to show you what it looks like. See how clean it is. No scratches or anything like that. The bottom. All right, so I'll take out the silicone case. And with these cases, they usually come with a microfiber cloth. So you oftentimes will have a lot of microfiber cloths lying around, guys, as a photographer. When you do buy different things for your camera, you oftentimes will get one of these in there for free. And like I mentioned before, this is to go on the back of your screen right here. So I'm going to remove this old one here. I'm going to remove this old one right here and put on this new one. All right, but I'll do that after I've applied the silicone case onto the camera. All right, so let's put this to the side. So now we have the silicone case here. All right, so the first thing you want to make sure that you do is you're going to put the bigger side on first. So this is this part here that you use to grip the camera. All right, and all you do, you just put it in. All right, so now that I have the silicone case on, let me show you guys what it actually looks like. So you can actually see it actually fits like a glove. And one of the things I really do love about this actual silicone case is that it actually protects your hot shoe right there. This rubber actually goes on. Let me show you guys. You can see right there. You can take it off just like that, and you can just put it in. It has these little grommets right here that goes between the edges of the hot shoe, and you just put it in just like that. So you guys can actually see what it looks like. It fits like a glove, and it covers the bottom section of the camera as well, but it actually leaves a room right here for you to be able to open your the area for the battery. All right. So, as you can see now, the silicone case is actually on the camera. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the old screen that was there before and put on the new one. So let's open this first and see what's inside. All right, so now that I've opened it up, it shows you that it has a dust absorber. All right. It also have wipes. And it have two of them. All right, guys. And it has two actual dust absorber. And now it actually comes, it seems like it comes with two protectors, which is pretty good. All right. So what I'll do first is I'll remove this older one. Hopefully I can take it off. And just like that, it's off. And if you look at my glass here, it's in mint condition, guys. So that's one of the things I'm saying that is good for you guys to have something like this. All right, so what I'm going to do first is I don't want to touch it with my hands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the dust absorber. I'm going to take it out. It's pretty much a sticker. And all you do, guys, is just like that. Cool. So that's looking good. Now, I'm going to go to the wipes. And if you look at the wipes right here, guys, you notice that they're numbers. So what it does is you use this first, then this second. All right. So I'm just going to remove it like so. Take it out. And all I'm going to do is just wipe. And I think that looks good, guys. Let's go to number 2. I'm going to use number 2. And number 2 pretty much just absorb the liquid if anything is left on the camera. All right, so now that is done, I'm going to take out the screen. All right, so what it's saying here now is this is the back. And this is actually the front. So pretty much you just take it off. Try not to get your fingers on this part here. And pretty much I'm just going to show you guys. And I'm just going to line it up with the screen. Make sure it's nice and even. Once you have that, just touch one side and you will see how it's just going away. Boom. And that is how it is done. And your screen protector is on your camera for the next couple of years, guys. And look at that. If I put a battery in the camera, turn it on. As you can see there, everything shows on the screen and we are good to go. All right, so that is how you put the silicone case on, put the screen protector on there. Now I'm going to show you guys how to just check to make sure that your sensor is actually really clean. All right, so you turn the camera on and the first thing you want to do is put it on your highest shutter, but you won't be able to do that now. So what I need to do is attach your lens. All right, so I'm going to turn it off. And then I'm just going to take that off and then just put the lens on. Once I have the lens on, make sure to just remove the cap. This lens, like I mentioned, this has a magnetic cap on there. And then you point it to a light source. So now I'm going to point it to a light source, which is in front of me right here. I'm going to make sure to put it on the brightest. I want to see everything. All right, so I've increased my ISO. And now I'm going to put it on the highest f-stop. So once you put on the highest f-stop, guys, if there's any form of dust on your camera, you will definitely see it in your viewfinder right here. And right now it's showing me that this sensor is clean from corner to corner. All right, guys. So that has been how you clean your sensor, clean your lens, and also clean your camera. And having a silicone case on your camera, guys, is how you help to preserve your exterior of your camera from bumps and drops also, because I did drop my camera once and this has no scratches on there because this particular silicone case covers it fully from top to bottom, guys. So let me know how you do clean your camera. If you're someone who has done this before, let me know in the comment section below how you guys clean your camera, and tell me if I've missed anything that you think I could have added in properly cleaning my camera, guys. And also, like I mentioned before, guys, links would be in the description for the silicone case. And I'll see if this actual cleaning kit is available anymore. Like I mentioned before, guys, I've had this for quite some time now. So oftentimes when you have goods like this, they oftentimes go out of stock or they no longer sell this particular product. They might sell a newer version, but I'll see if I can find it and put it in the link description below, guys. And definitely, well, also, if you are interested in the filter that goes on there with this magnetic cap, I will also include that in the description below, guys. And guys, if you have enjoyed this video, guys, smash that like button, guys. And if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe for more. And I catch you guys in the next one. Peace.